Welcome, it's your boy Dino Mukuri,
And your girl Shiro.
and this is the Infinite Podcast. So, today we will be talking about the generational loop. Come on, guys, I think this is a very interesting topic.
Quite interesting.
Shiro, before we get into that, how's your week?
My week was good. I was barely in school this week, actually.
Why were you skipping classes?
No, I wasn't skipping classes. Wow.
Shiro, if you're watching this.
No, I was not skipping classes. It just happened that there were fewer classes this week.
Then normal, fewer than there would be.
Yeah.
Why do you think the lecturers were being?
No, this was our last week for lectures because my sem is ending. That's why. I'm just skipping classes.
Maybe, who knows?
My attendance is 100%. Yeah.
Do you plan to skip class anytime soon?
I can't say that here. Confidential information. My mother watches this. Yeah.
All right, it's like that.
It's obviously.
You didn't ask me how my week was.
Oh, my bad.
We discussed communication. We discussed communication on the last episode.
No. I thought you were gonna ask me another question. Then I posed to you, how was your week?
Okay.
Then how was your week?
My week was tiring. A lot of things that were unexpected happened, but at the same time, I've gotten so much new information about life that I would share it with you guys, but most of you, I don't think you're ready for that. That I will say. Though, the information I have just makes me want to become even better than the person I am today and the person I will be tomorrow. So on my side, I would say my week was very educational. All right, my week was very educational.
At least more than mine.
Yeah, so I learned a lot. Come on, I think I educated you through my knowledge. I passed it down to you.
Okay, yeah. He did educate me. It's just that it's just different levels because
I'll take it more seriously, right? Yeah, and I agree. She knows. But anyway, anything happening in Nairobi that we are unaware of or should be aware of?
Should be aware of.
I ask her because she's the university student. Yeah.
I know it's as if he's not at home and is on his phone to check what's around.
You think I'm on my phone?
Well, I think pop-ups would come up.
Pop-ups.
Pop-ups for events. It's as if as you're scrolling through stories, you don't see like something new which is coming up.
I just see the events. Apart from that, Nairobi's looking.
No, he actually said he's affirmed that he's seen events.
Yeah, that's true.
Either way, this past week, it was Waga Night. Waga Night is Ugandan Independence Day, and they usually have like a celebration. And
shout out my Ugandans.
Same here.
Especially the ladies. Anyway, sorry, that was so uncalled for.
Either way, it was a fun night. It was at Obi House this past Wednesday. Yeah. It was quite a good event. And I'm like, I don't know where I've never seen such when it comes to our days. But I have heard, you have told me that there are some that do happen.
Yeah, you just have to look for them. Especially you find most of us are unaware because we actually, being in our country, we take most of this stuff for granted.
Okay, it's true because we're just seeing our president in different counties and just...
he's traveling the world. He knows.
I know. He's like, I don't know. He's nearly finished. He's like at half the numbers. 68.
He wanted to. What tour is crazy?
Tourist,
yeah. Anyway, let's get into serious matters or our topic of today. We're discussing the generational loop. I've had people tell me, oh yeah, that's our generational. These days, Muko week. I got my first pair of shoes when I was 14.
But yeah, it's so true. And it was because of like now the lifestyles. And I will say this in that personal. I've been told a personal story on this, that if your family was in military, you just had shoes.
You had to have shoes.
You had to have shoes. You had to have like everything elegance and all. And you'd be taken out to these prestigious schools, as we now call them today, our public schools.
Public schools or prestigious schools?
Yes. We had Prince of Wales, the Duke. Prince of Wales was, I think it was either Lenana or Parch. Parch is Nairobi. Aki, my dad will kill me if I say the wrong one. So I will leave it at question marks. But there
Okay.
was Prince of Wales. There was the Duke something. I know there's something else. Even Cubs. My girls were so prestigious. Alliance. They were high esteemed schools and were for the privileged.
Interesting.
But most of these schools were started by the churches.
Yo.
Yeah.
Personally, I find that interesting. I didn't know that. That's new knowledge to me. At least I've taken that in. But anyway, but but I will say this. Generational gap. I think that our generation is, guys, I feel like we're kind of failing. Why I feel like, not even feel, sorry. Over time, we're just becoming worse as a generation. I can complain about our generation 24/7, but
Same.
Sindio, like we shout at them.
Let me tell you, I was on a call with my mom yesterday for a whole hour complaining about my own generation.
Yeah, actually, and I won't discuss that, but yes, I've had this same conversation with my parents. Like, guys, shape up or be shaped up. Look at it socially. Socially, I would say we've had more social media, and I feel like social media has globalized us, which is true. Rather than having to send a telegram from back in the day.
Poster.
Imagine. Back when communication was exciting. Now
communication was so exciting back in the day. Letters. It's been perfumed. These are like a lips, for. Listen. No, I'm trying to. I know it was a lady has like put lip like.
You can like a lipstick up.
Yeah, a red lipstick, then a lips mark
Let me
on
ask,
the letter.
if I were to get a letter at this age, can I assume that shorty was in an 844 school? Just asking, because no offense, y'all international school ladies, y'all didn't send no letters, bro.
Okay, well, I've not been in that system, but it's because you guys had phones. You guys are going home every day.
Okay, a good point.
Yeah, you guys are going home every day. You guys had phones. The rest of us.
So I can assume, that's what I'm asking. Can I assume that if a lady writes me a letter,
why is she writing a letter? Why are you not writing a letter?
Unaandikia dem letter.
Sindio, chivalry at best.
Kafukusui.
Don't take no.
Imagine.
No.
As a man, you go home and then unaanza.
Letters.
Yeah, baby girl. You know, I have missed your.
We're not doing that.
I have missed your pretty face. Yeah?
Actually.
Okay, no, but it's
the
true.
power of words through letters is
It's
actually.
true. No, it's a very beautiful thing. As a man, that was jokes. As a man, I do believe that you should focus on your writing. Writing to a lady, not as much, but you should journal. If not journal, write poetry. It helps.
Poetry is medicine for the heart.
Thoughts across. Yeah, helps you put your thoughts across. And as a guy, if you can't write properly, you will never write properly. That's one thing I've always said. Ever. Utajipata una text na emojis.
Which isn't bad, guys. It's still okay to text the emojis.
As a man.
Okay, maybe. No.
Emoji. Let me put smiley face as if my face is crying. Oh my goodness.
No, guys, I do advocate for using emojis because it's like
ladies
it feels like I'm in HR or it's like an email. Why are you texting me so formally? Please add some humorous.
There's other ways of adding.
Don't put for me H. No.
It's funny. Come on.
It's not funny.
It's funny.
It's not.
It's funny.
I feel like I'm taking someone who's so old.
Cheeky. All I'm saying is generational wise, there's some things you should keep, like being able to text properly. Kindly keep that. But some other things, some forms of degeneracy, like, guys, shape up, man. We're in a position where everything's becoming worse, and the Western way of life is really coming to Kenya. No offense, but ladies, don't be too quick to defend your gender without doing anything.
It's always ladies.
Relax, I'm gonna target men next, but
first, maybe start with your own, then come to mine.
I feel like I do this every episode, but yeah.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
You don't.
All right, so then, men, guess what? You have to bet yourselves, because if you do not bet yourselves, no woman is coming for you unless she's some thrown woman who call. No offense, but quality matters. You just can't take someone's sandwich from the floor and eat it. So if you're willing to get quality, or if you want quality in your life, kindly be better and just strive for the most. Don't be comfortable in the position you are in, because being comfortable will never get you anywhere. It's true. Maybe you work 9 to 5 and you love your job. If it's something you truly love and you feel you enjoy it all your life, all right, maybe feel comfortable. That's okay. But for me, I'll tell you, if you're not 9 to 5, strive to become better. And guess what? Men, degeneracy will not take you anywhere. And when I speak about degeneracy, I talk about it in all forms: alcohol, drugs, getting addicted to such, pornography. Let's even get into it. Getting addicted into such will bring you problems in this life. Not that it's not been there generationally. In fact, I won't go into that topic of what it is, but I do understand that some things can be passed down through biology. You find, okay, I won't explain anymore. Let me leave it there.
It's biological, and he knows, like,
I know the reason.
He knows how to explain it all in full, and there's a term for it.
I just won't go into it. Not everybody's ready for that information. So kindly try and be better than the people your parents were. Your parents could have been the best people ever. It's either be a better version of them,
and they'll be proud.
Yeah.
That's what they say, be a better version of who I was.
Now for ladies, I don't expect you to strive to become the best person. Yes, you should. You should strive to do everything, be good at everything you do. But I won't tell you, yeah, go make your millions so you can become the best lady out there. I'll just tell you, no. Learn to, okay, because we discussed this, ladies do not take care of men. Learn to take care of the man that will be in your life, or practice that. Learn the basic skills, and then enjoy your time as a female, as a young female.
True.
Because this will bring you very far. And
you can still make your millions.
Okay,
yeah,
you can.
You can. Make your millions.
But logically speaking,
there's nothing about it being logical.
No, this is the topic we were going into next week. Yeah, because logically speaking, we know that, I think I've said this before when we had episode 5, we know that ladies don't benefit from the success as much as men do.
Is that what you think, or is that you've not
said
fully? I wouldn't say it's a fact. Okay. It's just that.
Okay. We'll break it down in a second, but continue.
Not that it depends. Anyone who succeeds will obviously reap the benefits of their success. This is man, woman. So because your ideal is a man will benefit more than a woman because of what they are in to succeed, that's biased. Because I could be, it is biased, because when you prove it as facts, it's other men who have proved it, and seeing other women who have made millions as competition.
Have you asked me the reason why?
No, but I was just I'm answering a question, and now I'm telling you why.
Here's the thing: what you've said, in my eyes, is valid to some extent, but not in this context. Mm-hmm. It's true. If everybody makes their millions, of course you'll succeed. You'll buy yourself anything you want. That's okay. But I would say men and women succeed in different aspects of life. In terms of, as a guy, what's my responsibility? To be the best man I can and repopulate this earth. That's my responsibility. Like, for me, that's how I see it. And to make other people around me better and make life for the people around me easier. Because that's what God gave me, and that's the will He instilled in me. Now, as a lady, you can choose to make your millions, but can we agree that ladies will almost 95% of the time never date below them?
Yeah, because if you've set a standard for yourself and a goal, as you said, you wouldn't want someone who pulls you behind,
all right,
or drags you. At the level you are, let's say you're at $1 million. Let's say your stepping stone is $1 million. $1 million, fine, $1 million. Your stepping stone is $1 million. Like, that's your first step. From then on, let the person who you want to be with be a multi-millionaire in dollars.
All right.
So the thing is, you complement each other, but one is better.
Lovely.
Of which I don't mind in the guy making more.
Lovely.
Because if I'm making my millions and he's making his millions, which are, let's say, doubled or quadrupled, have it. Because the thing is, both of us are both bringing financial benefit to the table.
So we can agree that a lady will always want someone that's a bit above them, because that's a basic feminine trait, right?
True, because
all right,
having someone who is below, no.
Okay, so can we discuss it now? You see, no, you're below me. No,
it's not being very, I know it could be unkind, but if I've taken my time to reach there,
You
have to
someone who
already
works
reached
as
and
hard.
gone ahead of me, and I've already like set the road, so I'm just walking through
Alright.
as I'm also making my own and also using yours.
Okay, can we agree?
Not
You
the-
had that also using yours, so you're gonna benefit from both. That's okay.
Exactly.
That's okay, 100%. But can we agree that ladies, you let's say you decide to become a multi-millionaire, right? You're
Yeah.
the hardest worker ever, and you made all that money yourself.
Manifestation, guys.
Manifestation, all right. Can we agree that men who make this amount of money, like millions, let's say you make like 10 million per year,
True.
dollars. Let's say you make 10 million a year. As a man, do you think I'd want that lady who makes 6 million per year because she can help me become better? My bad.
No,
Or-
you guys don't. Sorry, I'm sorry to cut you short, but you guys don't seek to have someone who makes you better.
No, I'm already better.
That's so. I'm just proving your fact that
No.
you don't seek to have someone who makes you better financially.
And that's the thing.
But when you're coming together for a
Financially,
family,
you're at a good place.
yeah, you're at a good place. But when it comes down to like family, you wouldn't mind having someone who is approaching you, but you get what I mean. Like you wouldn't find it like very over necessity, but you also wouldn't mind it. But if you find that I can't be with someone like that, I just feel like you can't. It's your kingdom and you sit alone. You don't want anyone around it. That's
It's not that I don't want anyone around it. It's just that do I want the person around me to be making $6 million as well? I mean, yeah, 100%. That's okay.
You should be making half.
The reason most men, first of all, let's just start with 10% of men make this amount. 10% in this world we live in. 10%.
Mm-hmm.
So first of all, you're dealing with fate in terms of chances. You see, you succeed and you put yourself at a level that's this high, and not many men have reached that high. That's the first thing you do as a lady. So when you're at this level that's this high, why would that man who's like 35 with these millions be like, okay, yeah, she's 27, let me go for her? Like, no, that's not our instinct. The instinct would be, I'm going for that 19 or 19, 18. Oh, wait, I was about to go backwards. Sorry, I meant to go forward. 20, 21, 22-year-old. So that's the mentality you have, because why you can show her the world more than having to show someone who's 27, made on millions, done everything. So what I mean in this scenario is, can we agree that in life, men chase power, men chase status, and ladies nurture? That's why they go into more nurturing careers, etc. That we can agree on. I think that's a good basis.
More nurturing.
So my question is, at 27 with all these millions, why would a man want to take care of you when he can go and take care of someone else who's more nurturing and more feminine?
Okay, nice.
So you see, when you make those millions, before you continue, you find yourself putting yourself in a position that is too high for any man to ever come for you. So that's why you find yourself depressed, alone. And that's why when I say that ladies don't benefit as much with their success, it's in terms of what do ladies really chase in life. 95% of ladies will chase a happy home, a happy family, etc. That 5% will chase all the money so that they can do it themselves, which is okay. But as I said, the chances of you getting fully married will not happen because most guys date below them.
Okay, now that's on those type of guys.
But
Let me ask, that's on those type of guys, because you have just described that percentage of guys who are like that.
And we've also described a percentage of ladies that can make that amount.
Exactly, who can make that amount, of which I'm like, go for it, because you getting your millions should not hinder you getting a man. Because
But do you think it will?
no,
Or do you think
it
you'd
would.
have to settle for less in terms of
Settle for
there-
yeah.
there's a man who makes
There are
less
things
than
which you'll have to compromise.
you, and
Of
that's one of
course.
them. So you
And
can't have your cake and eat it.
If you watched this movie called Think Like a Man,
Yes.
and
She struggles.
Taraji is a lady who she's a CEO, and she makes, I think, about 6 to 8 figures, and she's looking for a guy who makes either more or like the same amount.
But can't find it.
And the guy who she dates is a chef who's trying to make it in life. And this is my call. So, no.
Okay, I see.
I'm putting
Continue.
it in this situation of like what you're trying to say.
Yeah, it's true.
Michael Ealy and all. So like literally he has let's say like at 4 figures at most, and she's like at 6 to 8. And that's really like a major factor for her, that she needs a guy who makes 65 or like 7. And she gets approached by one of them, but she doesn't have the connection. Like there is a guy who's there, but there just isn't a connection that they have with this guy as they had with the restaurant guy.
Okay.
And now that's when I had to compromise the thing about figures and all.
Okay, but can we agree that that's a movie scene? The chances of her even getting that connection in real life, no, that's a movie scene. I'm talking about
True.
real life. The chances of that would be almost 0.1%.
But that's because
Yeah.
honestly, yeah, it's okay,
Most
not
guys
0.1. It's just
It's
it's
extremely low.
no, it's not.
doesn't happen.
It's low, but not at zero.
Okay,
Because that's very like exaggerated and very biased in that it's at zero, of which I wouldn't expect to be at
no,
zero.
I will
Because
properly get you those facts. No, I will properly.
no,
Is this like an episode thing? Like, no, is this like an episode? And we'll properly get those facts. Don't worry.
Because
we'll get this.
like I said, a woman wanting to get her millions should not hinder her from getting a guy. Because like I said, however much you get, it's all in prayer, literally. As you've prayed to get your cash, your bag, at the same time, a man will come and compliment it all. And so that I don't think God hates you that much to bring for you someone who will not be of what you asked. You get? And we've talked about the thing for being specific in dreams and all. I mean, not in dreams, being specific in prayers. Being specific in prayers.
Ladies pray for men in their lives. That's crazy.
Yeah, we do actually, because like I said, at times I say God has a humor, and it's through people who approach the people who like come knocking at the door. That's why I say God has a humor and all. So other than that, it's just that, as you say, yes, a man wants to show a lady who isn't like making. I wouldn't say in your head, yeah, it's who isn't making it, but you really want to show her because you have more cash. But I'll say this: when you have two very good incomes, I feel like life is better.
I wouldn't want my wife dropping a single penny on anything.
It's okay. You don't want it. But like I said, in terms of when it comes now, stable of family and all, and both of you have like really good incomes, you guys, let me just tell you, those kids have the best life. And the thing is, if I'm making 100K, now we're going to talk about Kenyan shillings. I'm making 100K per month, and you're making about half a mil, or let's say a mil per month. And what's so common is that you manipulate me with it. It's used as a factor in the relationship that I have more cash, so I can do this and you can't do that for yourself.
In fact, okay.
And that's what I'm saying. That's why women are making their millions, because you don't want to be in a position where you've become, I wouldn't say a slave, but literally a slave to the man's cash, and it can be used against you at any moment.
Can we agree?
No, let me finish. In a point where if they were to leave, you're being left with pennies.
Okay.
And it's the fact that yes, I've given you a good life, and I can leave and you would not have the same life as I left. So women want to get the millions that in like, whether there's a man or not, they can provide for themselves. They can do the same things. You just had to compliment and now do it for me without me actually touching my card.
That's true. You're right. That is the reason ladies don't want to work as hard as they do.
Exactly.
That's true.
So there's no point.
My point is, bring it back to the generational loop. Do you think that this is a new thought or a new mindset that has been brought on over? Because we can know back.
It's not a new mindset.
Back in the 70s, back in the 60s, ladies who were willing to literally do everything for their man and not leave them, because guess what? They knew he's the provider of the house, etc., etc. So, do you think it's a part of the generational group that's changing? Look,
it is, and so like
it's not better or for the worse, because ladies no longer start to trust men as they should.
It's for the better.
Yeah, if you ask me, not necessarily, because
okay, nothing you ever agree with. You never agree.
Of course, if I agree with you, it wouldn't be interesting. No, but think about it like this, right? Back in the day, men did a lot of work, but a good amount of work to find a quality woman. In the day we're in today, men will work double, triple that to find a woman that's of less quality.
But again, you're told to work twice as hard as a man to get half of what he gets.
Why? In what field? In what career? Because in the world we are in today, I can prove to you that there's literally fields that women make more.
Yeah, the women that make more, but it's from that in the past. Now the generation loop, like now, if a woman wanted to work, they had to do twice as much a man has to get half of what he did.
But it's no longer the same.
It's no longer the same, but now I'm just putting it that that's how it used to be. That's
true.
And that's how, I wouldn't say it's not really gone. It's still there a bit, But the fact that it's still present still says a lot.
But we discussed that, but then you look at it like this: men went for more difficult jobs, and ladies went for more social jobs.
And
so when you look at the difference between jobs back in the day, actually research has proved this. Back in the day, ladies would work more simplistic jobs, men would work harder jobs, and then they would still complain. So
who is still
think
complaining?
about it like the ladies, because obviously you've said this. They always make less, you have to work twice harder, but at the same time, you're not willing to take up the job that a man wants to take up. So that's how it was back in the day. And in fact, that's how it is still is
It's not that
today.
they didn't want to. They did. They did get into the jobs. It's just that not many of them did. It's the same. Like statistically wise, women did enter, as it was put back in the day,
Exactly.
masculine jobs, but not many of them actually. Not the full 100% of women population moved to masculine jobs. It was like a 5% because they are trying to actually make something.
Yeah.
But the fact that you recognize the one that are still complaining is still biased.
And don't you think that's because 95% of ladies go for more social jobs, and that 5% who maybe have, okay, I'm not say that, but that 5% go for more corporate jobs, because that's how it is. We had discussed this, and we know that 95% of ladies will go for more.
I won't put it at 95. I'd put it at like 70.
Okay, for me, you guys, hey, next episode, statistics. Literally,
I
I'm
would
not even like
I would put it at 70 because of recent days.
No, but anyway, generational loop is crazy. And in this aspect, especially between both genders, it's insane. If you ask me, there's sort of a double standard to it, and if both sides, which we will discuss later on future episodes, catch that. But as of now, I'll tell you, can you believe our parents bought eggs? Not even our parents. My uncle
Yeah, our uncle.
bought eggs for 5 bob. Five is in there, 5 bob.
Guys, I miss when we used to go to Nakumat with 1,000 and come back with like so many bags.
Guys, 5 bob. 5. Say my how much? 17. 20 bob.
20 bob.
Yeah, because I've heard stories of back in the day, my dad had having to pay school fees, and he generally had to work for it. I'm like, okay, how much was this school fees? Hey, imagine 5 so. I'm like, what?
5 so used to be a lot.
5 so what? Guys, these days y'all go 5 so. Munaenda sijui wapi mnatupa hivi, bro. Okay, wow, that was a crazy reference, but you get my point. Like, what? In fact, that wouldn't even get you.
What can 500 get? I think.
Hey, hata quarter wezi pata na 5 so.
No, you can't. KC is 300.
I don't need to know. I don't even know why you know that.
No. I know that. No. I know that.
From what Kenya is this? Where you get?
No, I don't. The thing is, let me rephrase. I know KC is 300 because I've heard it from different people who say that. I just don't take it.
I wanna shift blame.
First of all, I'm just put. No, I don't drink such. Let's first start there.
T-search.
I don't drink such. I just happen. Weirdly, I just know the price of it.
Umesema search hizo ni za nani?
Watu wengine.
What?
Watu wa wines.
Wines, who is wines? Oh, you mean wine tales, ama? Hey. Checky. It's time we shape up as a generation, bro. Like, we're having our fun, but at a point it becomes too much.
I'm never going to West. I'm never going to wines. I'm never
West,
going to.
where? Which West?
It seems like one that's like wines, and then also
West.
Kikau. It's called West.
Here West, I think of West Mall. That place is.
No.
If not, have you heard people complaining about it?
Yes.
Oh my
Even Kikau now
goodness.
just demolished.
Mm-hmm.
I've never been. Like, I don't know. I've just never been to those 3 places. But it's so popular. That's how bad it is, imagine.
It's hot.
Hush, hush, hush.
Guys. Checky. Ilikuwa moto, bro. Nah. Hey, yo.
That's all for the BS.
Nah. God, if that was a punishment, I've taken it. Pole.
Thank you. It's the in reference for strike me as lightning.
Staki ongeni. I can feel my tongue. Like, I can feel every taste bud sizzling. It's not even funny. Everything is sizzling.
Trick is to put sugar.
Nah. Scum. Mwanaume pitia uchungu, ati sugar, You want to take painkiller, Nah, you have to go through it. But guys, we're discussing the generational loop. I think we've discussed a form of degeneracy. No, we haven't fully. We've discussed opportunity in terms of maybe the job market, how things used to work. But if you ask me, there's more to it. There's more to it in terms of money. Money is becoming more valuable because money
it's losing value.
It's losing value. Why do you say that? I think
like this thing for Nakuma, literally just perspective of going for shopping and all.
But does that mean the money is becoming more valuable in terms of for you to get that? Okay, I see your point. Never mind. I see her point.
We've agreed. This is the first time we're agreeing on something, guys. We're going somewhere.
I think we've always agreed on some things. It's because no, I can't rebuttal that right now. So let me keep quiet. Ladies are very sanguivorous creatures sometimes. They just want your blood. It's not even funny. Like, y'all...
Vampire.
cough. Anyway, no. So we've looked at it into some generational aspect to some extent. But I know there's more to it in terms of look at what's happening with inflation. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Look at it in inflation wise. See, tumesema mayai ilikuwa how much? 5 bob.
5 bob.
Hey. Walai, there's probably a generation that bought it cheap.
I'm so sure my car is buying like 1 bob.
The ice pop was 1 bob. That's what I was being told.
Yeah. Those things, I think I've been told stories by my grandparents how 1 bob you could have change. From
there was change for 1 bob.
There was change for 1 bob.
You're serious? These days most kiosks don't even take 1 bob. Unawapatia 1 bob wana they become angry, wanabwana mbaya.
20 of them at you want to purchase.
Is there anything that's still 1 bob to this day?
I don't even this thing, Tropical and Patco. I don't know. They are 5 bob.
Tropical is 5 bob.
It used to be 1.
It's 10 bob for 2.
Even PK used to be so cheap. PK used to be about like 5 bob. Nowadays it's 10.
Oh, is Patco still 1 bob? Patco
should be about like 15.
15 bob?
Imagine.
Patco moja? Wait, no, Patco. Wait, 1 ama a packet?
Places that they sell it at 5 bob for 3.
So 5 bob for 3.
Like they won't
be. Okay. Yo, 5 bob.
That would just be like 50 cents.
50 cents.
Yes, I'm telling you, there was change for 1 bob.
Yeah.
Yo. At Patco. Guys, that's insane. What? Okay, no, wait, no. I have trust issues. I can't, not right now. PTSD, man. No, but at you, what else is different? What else do you think has changed during this? I wish you were alive, like, so we could have, like, questions.
You will have a Q&A soon.
One day.
Soon.
Imagine it. Bro, 1 bob.
I think so many things changed. Even... Even what?
Even?
I'm trying to think.
Okay, sorry, my bad. If you ask me, one thing that has really, really changed over time, the one thing I feel like we should look into and just be like, is it really helping us?
What?
Okay, no, obviously it's helping us, but the education system, do you think, is it the same?
No, it's changed to CBC.
CBC, yeah.
CBC.
But is it any good? That's the question.
CBC is good. Because none of you have siblings that are young.
I have a cousin who was in CBC.
Who is in CBC?
Oh, no, I do have a cousin.
You have a cousin in CBC?
Yeah, you guys have cousins. You have a brother who is in CBC.
You have a bro in CBC?
You have a bro in CBC.
I remember my cousin, she was in MEC. Okay, Mec is just a school, like, I don't know why so she used to come back home with bare homework. I'm like, anyway, she transferred the next year. This is not even funny, but
No, the thing about CBC is that they have so many projects. It's like it's more of,
Paul, I think coming from an IB school, we understand this. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
so it's more of the things they're learning. And let me tell you, the questions, I've seen them in Form 4.
Of course, that's how it was for me. My sister was in an A4 school. I was in an IB school, and it was the same thing. Because for us, we were both doing our finance at the same time.
No. My brother is in class. Class is in.
Grade now.
Okay, he's in grade 5.
Yeah.
But grade 5 and Form 4, there's such a
There's
big...
a gap.
Yeah,
That's
so
how it is.
there are some certain questions I'd seen in the book, and I'm like, I did this in high school.
Yeah, that's generally how it is.
I know that, like,
Yeah.
literally, I was just shocked because I'm like, okay, you guys are like being taught
I think
different
the
things.
reason it's
Even PE.
Yeah, PE. Yeah. Bro, you remember our PE teacher? Wow.
No.
Makuba, bro.
No, PE isn't
Makuba.
where?
Oh my god.
PE
Action time.
Go lower.
Go lower. What? Anyway, continue.
PE isn't it's physical and educational in
Yeah,
that they have
physical
they have a sit class of
Yeah,
they learn-
theory.
Yeah, and I didn't have theory in PE. First was you're being kimbized by a stick
Let me tell
in
you.
the field.
My theory classes.
Wallahi.
When I was doing PE, my theory classes were insane. I remember, in fact, I loved that subject with a passion because our teacher was really, really good. Shout out to you, Mr. M. Shout out to you. But I will say this. Theory and PE were both very different. Especially, it reached a point in grade 10, right? It was in grade 10. Grade 9, grade 10. This was during COVID ending. When our PE classes turned into full theory because of e-portfolios. Let me tell you. We were introduced into e-portfolios like a joke. Like they just threw it at us because of COVID. So it was a last minute thing. So it was like, yeah, this is how it is. But you guys get it late because pandemic. So that was a crazy switch.
Imagine, bro, we did IDU. Bro, we started doing IDU like a few days before the exam started.
IDU. Oh, by the way, was it IDU?
Yes.
No, it was called
It was
IDU.
interdisciplinary learning or something like
No,
that.
the one that combines two subjects.
Yeah, that was IDU.
Yeah, they brought it like weeks before.
Yeah, guys.
They brought it literally before our main exams. It was insane.
When you go to public high school, you don't go through this.
Yeah, this is
Some bougie ass.
No, but don't worry, guys. It was the pandemic that brought such problems. So apart from that, in our generational gap, what do I feel like I've not discussed? What do you feel like you've not discussed?
When we finish academics, I feel like in academics, there are things I find pointless.
Yeah,
Oh God.
yeah, that's true.
I was learning high school. I'm like, like it's always this question for how will this help me like
Yeah,
in like 2 years to come.
let me tell you, sijafanya maths in like a good 4 years. My mathematics teacher, I've never used linear equations, and I'm okay and I'm happy.
No.
So thank you.
This thing for when you go
Yeah.
to med school, you're told forget everything you learned in bio because it was a lie. It was crap.
But really.
Yeah, it was
Sorry,
crap.
I don't trust the medical system to some extent. That's a me thing.
Yeah, that's a you
That's a
thing.
me thing. But at the same time, the people who do, so enjoy. No, but some of them are good at what they do. But when it comes to healing,
Yeah, told why heal and
when you can make money out of it, yeah, think about
if
that.
there are no sick people, there'd be no hospitals.
Literally, yeah. Jesus was a healer. After him, medicine. So anyway,
Yeah, that's crazy.
no, but look at it. And then another thing that shocks me is, I was being told that the generation yetu hatukuchapwa. Who lied to you? Who lied to you, Gen Z hawakuchapwa?
Kwanza being chunwad in a supermarket by your mom, and then they give you those eyes for when you get at home. The minute you arrive home.
Utaona fire. You'll see fire. Bravo. I feel like
PTSD from our
I was
parents.
beaten
guys.
for like you know how when you grow up you're like, man, I'm grateful for those beatings. Like I'm grateful for those beatings because what the hell?
No, there are things you come to say like in high school, uni, and you're like you're so grateful for how your parents raised you.
Me, I'm happy nilichapwa. Kaa singechapwa ati I would have had bare problems.
Yeah,
But yeah,
those harsh truths you are told.
if you ask me, I think we're in the middle class of Gen Zs because I know there's a higher Gen Z,
Yeah,
there's
just
a lower Gen Z, so we're in the middle.
when they made.
So for us middle Gen Zs, yes, sisi bado tulichapwa. For lower Gen Zs, some of you were beaten, but most of you were not.
Actually, 3/4 of them were not beaten.
Exactly. So lower Gen Zs and my Gen Alpha here, you're living the life. You're living the life. Ati, I do wrong. I disrespect my mother and we converse.
We converse. It's time to actually go through what you said, and I tell you how you've affected me and how you. Ketchup. I'm telling you, traditional mother.
Ati,
Libra.
You shouldn't say that to your mother because she raised you. She carried you for 9 months. Unaongea hapo ufala. Like,
nah,
hey.
us our thingies had aim. Our slippers had
aim.
Wachana.
Anything. What's the worst thing you were beaten with or thrown at?
Now let me see. I wouldn't say parents wise, I'll say in school. This thing, the duster for the blackboard rule. That thing used to be thrown at us. Oh my god. Hey.
Hey. Yeah.
Those things used to be thrown.
Imagine. For me, I don't know what had happened. And I think that the conclusion was look for the nearest thing possible. Me learn to floss in a fly kuja.
No,
Did you just hit me with floss?
We have this teacher who
the container.
You see the thing, the handle for buckets. So used to cut it, and then it just have like a wire inside, and it was thin and red. Wow! He used to come and then hit it with you like on your hands. He'd come then twist your ear. Let me tell you, he had like some specialty
technique. Yeah, he knew what he was doing. He's been used to that type of stuff. He's been used to it. But I'd say it's better. It's better these days. You are beaten in school because of teachers. I'd say I was beaten by my parents. I have an uncle who pinched me. Like, shout out to you.
No, the time I was in the car with my mom and my uncle, and we got stopped by cops, and then I was pinched to start crying so that the cops could release us.
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, not like in our parents' days. In our parents' days, you're beaten by the neighbor. You're beaten by anybody around, as long as you and your friends are dirty. All of them beatings. You go home, round 2.
Round 2
from both parents.
And then if your aunties and uncles are around, even then they have something to give.
Let me add. Unatoka hapo na max. No, but
and then there's this quote, I'm beating the mistake, not the child. Okay.
I'm beating the problem.
I'm beating the problem, not the child. I love the child.
Oh my goodness. They won't learn. No, but if you ask me, do you think that's a good thing or a bad thing?
Discipline kids.
Yeah.
I think it's a good thing.
Same. Because I look at it in terms of some kids just, they need that beating. They need that beating. Like, you're so spoiled. Like, you need that beating. Have you ever seen someone who is like so, like, a lower Gen Z or arrogant? Or sorry, lower Gen Z or lower or Alpha?
Gen Alpha,
Gen Alpha. Who is so arrogant, you're like, hey.
Me down with my child.
Like, you're not my child, but even me, I can beat you. Like,
it's just that it's not allowed.
Yeah, it's not even me, I can beat you, because what is this? I think I have a list of people I like to beat, but let me not get into that. That was uncalled for. It's alright. Anyway, if you ask me, this has been a very good conversation.
Yes, it has been.
Anything else you might have forgotten on my side? I think generational wise, it's not happening for the best. Whatever is happening to us now, especially whatever information is being brought to Kenya, people are becoming more woke and in a negative way. That's how I see it. Negative, trust me. It's not, everything that is happening coming from the West.
Okay, being informed is a negative. Being informed and your reaction is what can be negative or positive.
Okay. Though we can agree that most humans tend to fall under social cues or social pressure. So trust me, whatever is coming will be a crazy form of social pressure. And in my opinion, I don't think it's going to be for the positive. Or not even, like, genuinely, it will not be for the positive. So I fear for my kids and I fear for myself and my peers. So guys, when I discuss this or when I say this, It's because I want the best for you guys. I want you guys to succeed in everything you do. Nobody will be sucking seed.
King Julian.
But I really don't want you guys to succeed in everything you do. And from me, I guys, don't fall into social cues. I know peer pressure is a big thing, but kindly be your own individual. Kindly better yourself. And once you do that, I promise you everything will fall in line. If you're able to be disciplined with what you want to do in your life, I guarantee you will start to see results. And that's how it is in life. People would say, oh, I want to work hard, but if you truly work hard, life will give you results. Yeah, if you don't get what you want in life, you've not worked hard enough. And the hard thing is, most people aren't willing to accept that. So take accountability for everything you do when you wake up and continue your life and become better. That's my message that's the message I'm giving you guys from Dino, eh? Shiru, do you have a message? I know you can't talk that, but do you have a message? That's a challenge. You should be trying, eh?
You know what?
Uh-huh.
That's the end, guys. And Dino has said all the words because he feels like he can't top everything.
Nah, I gave you the opportunity to top it. What? Anyway, guys.
I'll have words for you guys in the next episode. You know,
I'll keep accountable for that. Anyway, guys, we really appreciate you. Thank you for taking your time to watch the Infinite Podcast, the one and only Gen Z podcast. And if you ask me, is it the one and only? Wow, I think. So,
I'd like to feel on top in this.
Yeah, we the only Gen Z podcast, and the rest of you can try. Yeah.
Try what?
Yeah. Be better. See, we number one. We up.
Oh.
We up. But anyway, thank you for watching the Infinite Podcast. Lots of love from me.
Lots of love from me, of course. At least, you know, I'm not who said the love thing. It's just that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Remember. Stay happy. Yeah. Stay happy.
I know what you're about to say.
No. Stay happy. Remember to become better every day. Learn every single day. Don't be extremely emotional as a man. Stay toxic.
No. We're not staying toxic. I was waiting for that one so I can oppose it.
You're staying.
We're not staying.
You're
We're not staying. We're not staying
You're
toxic.
not sure. You're not what?
We're not staying toxic. We're staying healthy.
No, stay healthy physically.
No, we're
But
not being stuck.
Stop checking.
We're
Thank you for watching the Infinite Podcast.
not staying
Stay
toxic.
toxic. Stay happy.
We're not
Make sure
staying
you
toxic.
like, share, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and guys, anything before I finish.
Don't stay toxic.
Stay toxic.
Don't
Bye
stay-
bye.